I'm hiding my identity because I might be targeted. My children and family might be targeted, and my husband in jail may suffer even more.
Yasmin's husband was arrested almost 2 months ago. She says 10 masked men climbed over the family's garden walls and forced their way into their home.
They searched everywhere. They took our personal belongings, they took our documents, even our property documents for the house.
She hasn't seen her husband since his arrest. She's spoken to him twice briefly on the phone. The first time was 3 days after he was taken, when he called her asking to bring him clothes. The second time, she could hear voices in the background.
I could hear a voice say, "If your children start to cry, or you cry, I will stop the call."
Yasmin's husband is one of around 1,000 people who have been arrested since the crackdown on pro-democracy protesters began in mid-March, according to Human Rights Watch. The organisation says around 600 remain in detention. The Shia community say the conspicuous silence from the US government has given the authorities in Bahrain the chance to act with impunity, as the world's media attention focuses on other pro-democracy movements in the region. These two Obama administration officials, Mr. William J. Burns, Undersecretary for Political Affairs, and Mr. Jeffrey D. Feltman, Assistant Secretary at the Bureau of Near Eastern Affairs, declined to testify on Friday at a congressional hearing looking into alleged human rights abuses in Bahrain. A decision that for Bahraini Shia like Yasmin comes as no surprise.
We are helpless. We need the international community to come. I am calling as a person from a small island. We are isolated. Why is Obama so quiet? Why did he support other political reform movements? We are not representing Iran. We are representing Bahrainis, whether you are Shia or Sunni. Please act as a real president and put your politics aside.
It's almost exactly 2 months to the day that Bahrain forces cleared the Pearl roundabout of protesters. The Saudi-led Gulf Cooperation Council troops, which lent their support, are now expected to stay in the country after the scheduled lifting of the state of emergency on June the 1st. Bahrain's military chief says the forces will remain, quote, in anticipation of any foreign threat, a clear reference to Iran. The trials in military courts have begun. Independent observers have been denied access. The Pearl Roundabout monument represented unity among the Gulf states. It became a place where thousands of Bahrainis gathered, wanting political reform and equal rights. It's now a road intersection, guarded by the military. Its symbolism in this country's history now changed forever. Charles Stratford, Al Jazeera, Bahrain.